Success isn't about talent, but perseverance and learning from failures. Shift from I can't to I can't yet. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, not a wall to stop you. A positive outlook fuels resilience. View setbacks as setups for comebacks. Focusing on the positives builds the energy and persistence needed to overcome any obstacle. Life is unpredictable. Adaptability is your greatest asset. Be like water flow around obstacles. The ability to pivot and find new approaches can defeat challenges that seem insurmountable. Perfection isn't necessary, but bouncing back is. Failure is part of the process. Keep getting up after every fall, and you'll eventually succeed where others give up. Distractions and short-term failures can derail you if you lose sight of your purpose. Keep your eyes on the prize. Cultivate a mindset of perseverance by staying committed to your long-term vision, no matter the immediate struggles. The belief that intelligence, talent, and abilities can be developed through hard work, dedication, and learning from experiences fundamentally shifts the way we approach challenges. When you cultivate a growth mindset, setbacks become stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Instead of being discouraged by failure, you see it as a necessary part of the journey towards success. It's not about being good at something immediately, but about becoming better over time. This perspective encourages continuous effort, seeing challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to learn something new and to improve. Each time you face a difficult situation, the growth mindset tells you that it's an opportunity to stretch beyond your current limits, to acquire new skills, and to push boundaries that once seemed fixed. You begin to understand that your abilities are not static, they are fluid, capable of change and expansion through effort and persistence. When you adopt this mindset, every challenge, every failure, every difficulty becomes a teacher, guiding you to greater heights and deeper insights about yourself and the world around you. With this mindset, you learn to detach your sense of self-worth from immediate results. You recognize that success is not a straight path, but a series of trials and errors. Mistakes become less threatening because they are simply part of the process of growth. You stop fearing failure because you realize that each failure is a lesson in disguise. It teaches you what doesn't work, what needs to be improved, and where you can focus your efforts to make progress. Over time, this mindset nurtures resilience because you start to see setbacks as temporary, not definitive. This shift in perspective also opens the door to greater curiosity and creativity. When you're no longer afraid of making mistakes or looking foolish, you're more willing to experiment, take risks, and try new things. You start asking more questions, seeking out new experiences, and challenging yourself in ways you never thought possible. Instead of worrying about whether you are smart enough or talented enough, you focus on learning, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself. The growth mindset also enhances relationships. You become more open to feedback, understanding that constructive criticism is a tool for growth rather than a personal attack. You begin to value collaboration and the perspectives of others, knowing that there is always something new to learn from people around you. In this way, the growth mindset fosters a culture of continuous improvement, not just for yourself, but for the teams and communities you are a part of. Relentless positivity is the unwavering belief that, regardless of circumstances, there is always something good to be found, a lesson to be learned, or an opportunity to be seized. It is not about ignoring the reality of challenges or pretending that everything is perfect, but about choosing to focus on the aspects that empower you rather than those that drain your energy. When you approach life with relentless positivity, you train your mind to see possibilities even in the face of adversity. This mindset acts as a buffer against stress, anxiety, and doubt, allowing you to navigate through difficulties with a sense of calm and determination. The power of positivity lies in its ability to shift your internal narrative. Instead of dwelling on what's going wrong, you focus on what's going right or what could go right. This subtle but profound shift in focus energizes you to keep moving forward, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's not just about being hopeful for the future, but about recognizing that in every moment, no matter how difficult, there are elements within your control: your attitude, your actions, and your responses to the situation at hand. By maintaining an optimistic perspective, you cultivate resilience, enabling yourself to bounce back from setbacks faster and with greater strength. Positivity doesn't mean you won't experience negative emotions or face tough times, but it gives you the mental and emotional tools to process and overcome them. When life throws challenges your way, relentless positivity allows you to reframe those challenges as temporary hurdles rather than insurmountable barriers. You start to view obstacles not as reasons to give up, but as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resourceful. This mindset helps you maintain a sense of control and agency, reminding you that while you may not be able to change every situation, you always have the power to choose your attitude toward it. Moreover, relentless positivity is contagious. When you approach life with an optimistic spirit, it influences those around you. People are drawn to positivity because it brings hope, motivation, and encouragement. In a world often filled with negativity and doubt, being a beacon of positivity can inspire others to adopt a similar mindset. This creates a ripple effect, where your positivity not only helps you overcome your own challenges, but also empowers others to confront their difficulties with renewed strength and optimism. At its core, relentless positivity is about building a mindset of possibility. Instead of saying, "I can't," you start asking, "How can I?" Instead of thinking, "This is too hard," you begin to believe, "I will find a way." This shift from limitation to potentiality opens doors that you might have previously overlooked. It encourages creative problem solving and instills a sense of perseverance. When faced with a roadblock, the relentlessly positive person doesn't stop at the obstacle. They look for a way around, through a run. This relentless forward momentum is what drives success and long-term fulfillment. It's important to recognize that positivity is a practice, something that needs to be nurtured daily. Just like physical exercise strengthens the body, practicing positivity strengthens the mind and spirit. It starts with small shifts, expressing gratitude, focusing on what's working rather than what's broken, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Over time, these small habits compound, creating a strong foundation of optimism that can carry you through even the darkest times. Furthermore, relentless positivity fosters hope, which is essential for any kind of personal or professional growth. When you believe that good things are possible, you're more likely to take the risks necessary to achieve them. You become more willing to step outside your comfort zone, pursue new opportunities, and push past your fears. Positivity fuels persistence. It reminds you that every effort, no matter how small, brings you one step closer to your goals. Even in the face of failure, the positive mindset finds a reason to keep going, understanding that success often comes to those who refuse to quit. In this way, positivity becomes not just a mood or an attitude, but a strategy for success. It teaches you that no matter what challenges you face, there is always a way forward, even if it's not immediately clear. Adaptability and flexibility are the cornerstones of thriving in an ever-changing world. Life is full of surprises, and the ability to adjust your approach when circumstances shift is critical to overcoming obstacles and seizing opportunities. In a world that is constantly evolving, those who remain rigid in their ways often find themselves stuck, while those who can pivot and respond to new conditions are able to move forward. Adaptability isn't just about survival, it's about thriving in uncertainty and using change as a springboard for growth. When you cultivate adaptability, you become more open to new ideas, perspectives, and approaches. You're no longer confined by the limitations of a single path or method. Instead, you start to see multiple routes toward your goals, understanding that there is rarely only one way to achieve success. Flexibility allows you to embrace change rather than fear it. You start to view change as a natural part of life, not something to resist, but something to harness. Whether it's a sudden shift in your career, a new challenge in your personal life, or unexpected events that disrupt your plans, adaptability enables you to remain calm, clear-headed, and resourceful. At the core of adaptability is the willingness to let go of rigid expectations. When you cling too tightly to how things should be, you limit your ability to see how things could be. The adaptable person understands that while goals are important, the path to achieving them may need to change. This mindset creates resilience, because when the path shifts, you don't see it as a failure, but as an invitation to explore a new direction. You become less attached to the process and more focused on the outcome, which allows you to experiment with different strategies without fear of failure. Flexibility gives you the courage to pivot when necessary, knowing that success doesn't always come from following a straight line, but from adapting to the curves along the way. In today's fast-paced world, adaptability is more important than ever. Technology is advancing rapidly, industries are evolving, and societal norms are shifting. Those who can quickly learn new skills, adjust their strategies, and embrace new paradigms are the ones who will not only survive but thrive. Being adaptable means staying curious, always ready to learn, and constantly expanding your skill set. It means understanding that what worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. And that's okay because you're equipped to evolve along with the world around you. This mindset of adaptability extends beyond individual challenges to how we interact with others. Flexibility in relationships, whether personal or professional, is key to fostering strong connections. People are complex and ever-changing, and rigid expectations often lead to frustration and disappointment. Adaptability in relationships means being open to compromise, understanding that people grow and change, and adjusting your interactions to maintain harmony and collaboration. It's about knowing when to stand firm and when to bend, when to offer support and when to give space. Flexibility in relationships fosters empathy, cooperation, and mutual respect, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. Being adaptable also means being able to handle uncertainty with grace. Life rarely goes according to plan, and the more you can accept this reality, the more peace and resilience you will cultivate. When you're adaptable, you stop trying to control every outcome and start trusting yourself to handle whatever comes your way. This trust in your own ability to adjust and adapt creates a sense of inner calm, even in the face of chaos. Instead of panicking when things go off course, you become solution-oriented, looking for ways to make the best of the situation. Flexibility teaches you that there is always more than one way to achieve your goals, and sometimes the detours lead to even better destinations than you originally imagined. Furthermore, adaptability is closely linked with creativity. When you're open to new ideas and willing to try different approaches, you unlock your creative potential. Flexibility allows you to think outside the box, to come up with innovative solutions that might not have been apparent if you were stuck in a rigid mindset. It encourages experimentation, risk-taking, and the willingness to try something new, knowing that if it doesn't work, you can always adapt again. Creativity flourishes in an environment of flexibility where there is room to explore and the freedom to pivot when needed. Adaptability is also crucial in leadership. Leaders who are flexible and open to change are better equipped to guide their teams through uncertainty and challenges. They inspire confidence because their adaptability demonstrates resilience and foresight. When a leader is adaptable, they create a culture of flexibility within their organization, encouraging their team to innovate, take calculated risks, and adjust their strategies as needed. This creates an environment where growth and success are possible, even in the face of adversity. A flexible leader understands that rigid adherence to old methods can stifle growth, and they are willing to explore new ways of thinking and working to keep the organization moving forward. In your personal life, adaptability helps you navigate life's inevitable twists and turns with grace. Whether it's a change in your career, a shift in your personal goals, or unexpected life events, flexibility allows you to embrace the changes rather than resist them. It gives you the strength to let go of plans that no longer serve you and to create new paths that align with your evolving needs and desires. Adaptability teaches you that life is not static, it is fluid, constantly changing. And the more you can flow with it, the more peace and fulfillment you will find. Ultimately, adaptability and flexibility are about being open to change, open to new possibilities, open to growth. When you approach life with this mindset, you become more resilient, creative, and resourceful. You stop fearing the unknown and start embracing it, knowing that whatever comes your way, you have the ability to adjust, adapt, and thrive. Resilience over perfection is a powerful mindset that emphasizes the importance of bouncing back from setbacks rather than striving for an unattainable ideal. In a world that often celebrates flawless performances and perfect outcomes, this mindset offers a refreshing perspective that it's not about being perfect, but about being persistent and learning from every experience. Perfectionism can be paralyzing. The fear of making mistakes or not meeting high standards can prevent individuals from taking risks or even trying new things. When you prioritize resilience, you shift your focus from an idealized version of success to a more compassionate understanding of the human experience, which inherently includes challenges, failures, and imperfections. Understanding that resilience is a skill that can be developed is crucial. Just like building muscle, resilience requires practice and effort. It involves cultivating the ability to adapt to adversity, recover from difficulties, and maintain a positive outlook in the face of challenges. By embracing resilience, you give yourself permission to fail, to stumble, and to learn from those experiences. Each failure becomes a lesson, each setback a stepping stone toward growth. Instead of seeing mistakes as shortcomings, you begin to view them as opportunities for development, fostering a mindset that values growth over perfection. In everyday life, the practice of resilience can manifest in various ways. When faced with a challenge, be it a personal goal, a project at work, or a relationship issue, those who prioritize resilience approach it with an open mind. They recognize that the journey will have its ups and downs, and that navigating through difficulties is part of the process. This understanding allows them to remain calm and collected, even when things don't go as planned. They can adjust their strategies, seek out solutions, and continue to move forward rather than getting stuck in a cycle of self-criticism or despair. Moreover, resilience encourages a growth-oriented mindset. Rather than focusing solely on the end result, resilient individuals appreciate the journey and the learning that occurs along the way. They understand that success is not a linear path, and that the skills, knowledge, and character built during the struggles are often more valuable than the final achievement itself. This perspective fosters a sense of curiosity, allowing them to explore new ideas and methods without the fear of failure inhibiting their creativity. Instead of avoiding challenges to protect their self-image, they actively seek them out, knowing that each experience, good or bad, contributes to their personal and professional development. Prioritizing resilience over perfection also plays a crucial role in mental health and well-being. The relentless pursuit of perfection can lead to anxiety, stress, and burnout. When you let go of the need to be perfect, you free yourself from the unrealistic standards that can weigh you down. Resilience promotes self-compassion. It allows you to be gentle with yourself when things go wrong and to recognize that everyone struggles at times. This compassionate approach fosters emotional well-being, encouraging individuals to take care of their mental health rather than becoming consumed by self-doubt or harsh criticism. Additionally, resilience creates a supportive environment for others. When you model resilience in your own life, you inspire those around you to adopt a similar mindset. Colleagues, friends, and family see that it's okay to fail and that setbacks don't define one's worth. This creates a culture of openness and support, where people feel safe to share their challenges and seek help when needed. Instead of fearing judgment for their mistakes, individuals in this environment are encouraged to collaborate, learn from one another, and grow together. In professional settings, resilience is particularly valuable. Teams that prioritize resilience over perfection are often more innovative and agile. They are willing to experiment, try new approaches, and pivot when necessary. This adaptability is crucial in today's fast-paced world, where change is constant and unforeseen challenges arise regularly. Resilient teams learn to embrace ambiguity and uncertainty, recognizing that the ability to navigate change is far more important than adhering to rigid plans or unrealistic standards. This mindset encourages continuous improvement, collaboration, and creative problem-solving. Furthermore, resilience contributes to long-term success. Those who focus on bouncing back from failures rather than achieving perfection develop a deeper sense of purpose and commitment. They are more likely to persist in the face of adversity, knowing that every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. This persistence can lead to greater achievements over time, as individuals and teams learn to adapt, innovate, and push through challenges. In personal life, prioritizing resilience fosters stronger relationships. When individuals understand that imperfections are part of being human, they become more forgiving and empathetic toward themselves and others. This compassion allows for open communication and vulnerability, creating deeper connections with friends, family, and partners. When mistakes happen in relationships, resilient individuals are more likely to approach the situation with understanding and a desire to learn rather than placing blame. This fosters an environment of trust and support, where both parties can work through challenges together and grow stronger as a result. Ultimately, embracing resilience over perfection transforms how we approach life. It encourages us to value the process of growth and the lessons learned along the way. By prioritizing resilience, we cultivate a mindset that not only allows us to overcome challenges, but also empowers us to thrive in the face of adversity. We learn to see ourselves as works in progress, constantly evolving and adapting, rather than as static beings defined by our successes or failures. This perspective opens up a world of possibilities, where every experience contributes to our journey and every setback becomes an integral part of our story.